Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz. I'm going to be playing Cycle Storm again. I had a hard time last time, but I think that I found something that makes it a little bit more of my playstyle and maybe will give me a better edge. So that being, we're going to play Fanatical Offering, which can be used with the Ardent Elementalist to draw and get the Ardent Elementalist into the graveyard so you get it back, so you get your Songs of the Damned again, which is pretty sweet. But, you know, that causes us to have to cut some cards. So I'm cutting down to 20 cyclers, which some people have said is a mistake. I don't know. We want to see if it's going to work. And in order to support what I want to do here, I'm going to be playing 12 lands. The idea is that I'm going to be making a couple land drops, and then on turn 2 or 3, I'm going to bargain them or Fanatical Offering the land. So I'm filling up my graveyard, and then my Cabal rituals are good. I'm going to be aggressively grim searching so I can find my Songs of the Damned and dump creatures into the graveyard. I think it's going to be sweet. In the sideboard, we're playing Siege Smash this time. It is quite good. We have Gravestalker as like a pivot plan. We have Ploy. Let's cut one Siege for, I don't know. So we have Ploy for the red matchup. We have Fairy Macabre for Spy. Duresses for like Thraben Charm and stuff. I think it's going to be awesome. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, round 1 versus Double P. They like to play control decks, I think, or just whatever. We have Cyclers. We have Grim Search. I like where we're looking. They're on Island. Let's cycle. Turn 2, play the Vault of Whispers, pass the turn until their end step. They play a Brainstorm. Does this mean that they want to play High Tide? Usually High Tide players don't play this specific land. Preordain. Brainstorm plus Preordain. That probably means it's High Tide to me. Do I think they can turn 3 me? It's sort of like a player skill question. Do I think that they're good enough to turn 3 me? We'll go 4 in the graveyard. Play the Great Furnace. I mean, what am I getting if I try to go for it? Probably nothing. We can just Grim Search bargain, but they could just like Brainstorm plus Preordain. These basic islands. I'll just cycle this land. I have a Fanatical. It's Dark Ritual. Fanatical, the red land. Cycle. This is turn 3. I mean, this is pretty aggressive to try to go for it here. But let's see. We've seen 16 cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in the graveyard. I can go to 5 mana. I think I'm just going to cycle this. Street Wraith, cycle. Merchant Scroll. High Tide confirmed. We're going to have to go for it on my next turn. I find a Psychic Puppetry. It could be on a list with Disrupt as well. Play out the red land. We'll go Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, and Fanatical Offering, sacrificing the land. There's a Songs of the Damned. So let's cycle the Barrenmoor. Cycle a Healer. Just worried about, a little bit worried about the Disrupt. Cycle a Carabid. Now I have to find the Reaping the Graves. Let's Dark Ritual. I have a 5 mana. Let's bargain. I'm going to sacrifice the red land. Didn't find anything. Street Wraith cycle. I have to find Reaping right now. We whiffed. Pass the turn. That sucks. I looked really deep in my deck. I saw 31 total cards with no Reaping the Graves. This gives my opponent the option or the opportunity to just try to kill me. They go High Tide, and we're gonna just try to solitaire each other, I guess. I don't really want to watch them, so I'm gonna pause, go take a break, and well, I don't know. They have Ideas Unbound plus double puppetry. So maybe the idea is we can try to figure out when we're dead. Okay. They play Merchant Scroll. Grabbing Pier. They have plenty of mana. I should have been able to get there. Pier finds what? Merchant Scroll. So I can scroll for Pier again. Their deck will get reshuffled. They use Flood of Recollection on Ideas Unbound. They draw 3. Brainstorms. They're starting to move kind of slowly, which makes me think that they don't have it, but they were just trying to click. Peer through Depths. Revealing a Pier. Preordain. I mean, they've got plenty of mana and stuff. I don't really feel like going for it. Let's just assumed that they were good. Oh god. The Reaping was the next card. Is there anything that I could have done differently? I don't think so. It was the next card. We needed one more turn. Duress, Duress, Pyro, Pyro, Pyro. Get rid of the Fanaticals. That's a little sketchy because the Ardent Elementalist. Guess I have to cut the Elementalist then. And then I'll trim one Cabal Ritual. Basically, I'm thinking that I'm going to be the control deck this time. Maybe it doesn't work. We are on the play. So we have a turn 1 Duress, which isn't terrible. Duress might be better later after they set up. So let's play Vault of Whispers and pass a turn. On our turn 3, we could Duress them. Cycle. Ooh, wait. I could just plop the Draenei Stinger down. That might be awesome, actually. I'm going to play the Draenei Stinger. Could be a mistake. They cycle Lorien Revealed. I'm just assuming that they didn't bring Hydroblast in. Just like stuff like Dispel. They peer through depths. Finding Merchant Scroll. We're going to cycle, looking for land. Find Songs of the Damned. Let's Duress you. They have High Tide, Ideas Unbound, Flood of Recollection, Giga Drowse, Merchant Scroll. So let's take your High Tide, I guess. Get in. They don't have very many lands. Dream Flood. On a Preordain off the top. And then they can, okay, they return the High Tide. High Tide is back in their hand. Let's start by attacking. And one thing we can do is Dark Ritual into Grim Search. Bargain away this land. We found Pyroblast Petal. So if I take the Petal 4, 5, 6, 7, I'd have to take Petal Reaping. And then I'll have 1, 2 creatures in the graveyard. Pyroblast doesn't really get me anywhere. They go High Tide, cast Ideas. I just counterspell the Ideas. I just take these 2 cards. That wasn't very good. Play out the Petal. That's the turn. It could also Songs into Cabal, into Grim Search. We're just gonna do it. Draw 2 cards. Lay out the Blood Celebrant. Lay out the Barrenmoor. Pass the turn. So the Flood is gone. High Tide is back in their hand. They play a 4th land. They do have Giga Drowse. They cast High Tide. Okay. Cast Merchant Scroll. Okay. They got Puppetry. They go Ideas Unbound. Okay. That's good for me, I think, because now I can Pyroblast the next thing. Okay, they concede. So we were able to tempo them a little bit, I guess. I wonder if I want to, like, not play the Grim Searches. And then, like, play a ton of Cyclers. Maybe that's not good. I'll just resubmit here. I feel like my sideboarding was not amazing. But my turn 2 creature pressured them a little bit. Mulligan. This one doesn't look very good. Our opponent kept 7. Let's mulligan. Okay, I'll keep this. Get rid of Carabid and Lotus Petal. Because I have double Cycler for free. And the Great Furnace. They play their island out. I'll play Great Furnace. Pass the turn. Make them think that I have a Pyroblast. They go for a turn 1 Brainstorm. They Merchant Scroll. Let's cycle. Cycle. Should I Pyroblast this? Yeah, I think so. Pyro. Okay, we have a Stinger again. Doink. They cycle a Lorien Revealed. Grabbing an island. Merchant Scrolling again. Finding a Puppetry. Let's cycle the Horror. I could... What if I could Ritual out the Horror? Probably not right now. Cycle. Go to 19. Cycle. Attack in. Okay, they're going for it. They have double High Tide. They have the Puppetry. Let's see if they can get it done. Right now they're mana neutral. Ideas Unbound draws them 3. They have a Preordain, so they have 3 mana left over. They'd have to have something like Hidden Strings to go mana positive here. Seems a little risky, but maybe they brought in Snaps. They went top bottom. They have a Reach Through Mists and double puppetry, so now they are men and positive. That sucks for me. They flood back the ideas. Now they get to draw 3 cards. Reach Through Mist. So the thing about Reach Through Mist is it's like sort of good, but also not very good. It just made them a bunch of mana. It has to be paired with some other good card draw spell. They just cantrip again. So if they have like Alluring Revealed in their hand, they could draw cards, but they didn't cast the Alluring Revealed, so it doesn't make me think they have it. But, you know, just a blind draw can lead to fizzles. I told you so. I told you so. We'll see in round 2. Round 2, Kid Renin. Sometimes they used to play White Weenie. Let's keep. We have got cyclers. We got stuff to do, I think. Play my land and pass the turn. They are on White Weenie, so we have to do this fancy trick with Horror of the Broken Lands in order to beat Prismatic Strands. Maybe it won't matter, though. We could just cycle away. We also have to worry about Thraben Charms. We find a Dark Ritual. I'll play the Great Furnace and pass the turn. Post board, they probably bring in Dust to Dust for my lands. They play Rafine's Informant. Discards a Battle Screech. They get in for 1. I will cycle. And I will cycle. We found Songs of the Damned. Street Wraith goes to the graveyard. Okay. 4 cards in the graveyard. Street Wraith. 5 cards in the graveyard. Oh my god, another Street Wraith. Now we really need to find this the Reaping. Okay, I've got a Stinger. Play land. Cycle the Stinger. I'll have to try Dark Ritual. Fanatical. Sacrifice a land. Okay. Dark Ritual. Cycle the Vantasaur. I found the Reaping. Pedal. Pedal. Now I can cast the songs. We have 8 creatures in the graveyard. Then I can Ardent Elementalist, return the songs, or I can return the Fanatical Offering. Storm is 5. I think I should just return the songs. So Songs of the Damned. Play the Ardent Elementalist. We're going to return the Songs of the Damned. And then I will map onto the Ardent just to see if there's anything in the graveyard. Cabal Ritual. We will not put that in the graveyard. So it's mana. I think I want to keep that. Cast Reaping. Get the Vantasaur. So actually, I can Street Wraith into the Cabal Ritual, which maybe will allow me to make my Songs of the Damned even better. Put the healer kind of near the bottom of the pile. Cycle. I go to 11. Okay. Cabal Ritual, I go to 5. Mana. Cycle. And now I can Fanatical Offering. Kill my Ardent Elementalist. 3 mana available. Cycle. Cycle the Street Wraith. There's no Street Wraiths left in my pile. Cycle. We have another Songs. Should I think I should Songs, and then this all comes back. Play out the healer, and then start cycling. Just I think that will be good long term, but I'm not sure. Cycle. Let's see if that will bite me. Go to 10 life, cycling away. Cycle, 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 cycle. Okay. We find some more cards. Another Fanatical Offering. I do like that. Cycle the Horror of the Broken Lands. That's my secret trick to beating Strands. Cycle a Barrenmore. Gain some life. There's a Reaping. We can Fanatical Offering, sacrificing a land. I mean, it certainly looked good here, right? And now I can Songs of the Damned into Bargain. Sack the Vault. We have tons of Storm. I'll just take the Dark Ritual for mana purposes. Draw 2. Cabal Ritual, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Dark Ritual. Reaping again. Grabbing the Ardent Elementalist on the bottom of the pile. Should be an easy game here. Put the Street Wraiths on the top. And then we'll just go down the line. I actually think that I should just try to kill them. So everything's in the pile. Songs, songs. Now I can F6. I was so focused on drawing my deck, I forgot that I could just win. We'll play out 1 Stinger. And then cycle. I can actually, at some point, find either more Lotus Petals or the Blood Celebrant and play out the rest of the Stingers. We're cycling. Let's go over to the side and see if we found anything. Not yet. Cycle. Let's put the Broken Lands. Okay, Horror cycles. We can probably kill them. I mean, we have more than 20 mana, so it's like just execution at this point. Our opponent concedes. Nice. So what do I need in this matchup? I think there's a possibility that we need the Duresses because we want to check for the Thraben Charms. And then I think I'm going to cut on one Dark Ritual. Maybe not. Maybe one Fanatical Offering. And what else? This is semi-slow of a matchup. I think the Dark Ritual can come out because but I don't know. People might have information for me in the comments of whether or not that's a good idea. We've opened up a no-lander, so we have to mulligan. Uh-oh, doing it again. Going to 4. We'll keep. So what do I put back? Ritual and Vault and Grim Search, I guess. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I just get rid of Reaping. Just like keep 2 lands, some cyclers. All right. I kept 2 lands because I was a little bit afraid that they will have Dust to Dust. It's gonna be hard to win though. They lead on Plains, no action. I'll play my Vault and cycle Avantasaur. Be lazy. Pass the turn. Plays a Rafine's Informant. They pitch a Prismatic Strands. We'll have to work around that if we want to try to win at some point. I'll cycle. I wonder if I should keep the Baron Moor to cycle. I think I'm just going to cycle the Baron Moor. Plays another Rafine's Informant. Squadron Hawk goes to the graveyard. They get in for 3. Let's cycle. Play land, pass. So if I'd kept the Reaping, I could have Reapinged here, but Reaping for 2 is pretty crummy. I should have kept I just need to draw a spell, and I bottomed them, so that was really, I guess, my choice. Skyfisher, they can pick up a land and play another 2-drop. That's their choice. They're going to play another 2-drop here. So 6, 79, 10. We're just dead. Cycle the Baron Moor. Alright, yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Okay, I'm just not going to worry about the Thraben Charms. I'm just going to bring things back in. Dark Ritual, Fanatical. I can try to just force through with the Thraben Charm. I'm on the play. Okay, I would like to play first. We'll keep. So Grim Search is in line with the things I'm trying to do. Pass a turn. They play a Plains and a Novice Inspector. I will cycle a healer. We find Fanatical Offering. Play out the Baron Moor. Pass the turn. Our opponent plays a Rafine's Informant. They've been a Battle Screech and get in for 1. I'll cycle. Find Elementalist. Another Great Furnace. I'll pass the turn after playing my land. I think I want a Grim Search on their end step. They're holding up Strands, it looks like. They're getting in for 4. No, they're gonna cast a Dust to Dust. Let's bargain away a land. I will take Song's Reaping. Go to 13. We lose a land. 3 creatures in the graveyard right now. I will play the Great Furnace and pass the turn. Wait, maybe it's not great to Fanatical the Great Furnace here. They could Dust to Dust again, getting rid of their Clue token and my Great Furnace. The Idyllic Range. Wish I'd been able to win there. Getting in for 5. Okay, I go to 8. Representing Thraben Charm still. They crack a Clue. Okay, they're tapping out. Plays a Squadron Hawk. They cannot discard a Strand, so I don't have to worry about that specifically. Let's see. I still think I need to Fanatical this land. Draw some cards. Find a healer. 8 cards in the graveyard. Petal. Petal. We make black. We Cabal Ritual. Cycle the healer. We have a Grim Search. I can bargain sacrificing the map token because I'm planning on playing the Elementals later. Take Storm's 4. I don't know if I need the Lotus Petal or not. Maybe I should not take any of these. Bin 2 creatures. Sort of. And we're going to get back to songs anyway, so let's just bin these. Draw a Dark Ritual. Cycle a Stinger. 7 creatures in the graveyard. Street Wraith makes it 8. Sweet. Combo time. Bam. Cycle Avantasaur. Songs of the Damned. Make red. We Elementalist. They could have Fairy Macabre, I guess. Get back to songs. Fairy Macabre? No. Okay. Fanatical. Sacrifice the Elementalist. It's just like this plays a lot more similar to the Dispute build, and I like it. Maybe it's wrong. It's wrong. I don't want to be right. Recycling. We play Cabal Ritual. Storm is 9. There's 12 creatures in the graveyard. So we can go Storm 10, Hold Control, Storm 11, Songs, Reaping, get back Elementalist. And then I'll get... Okay, uh-oh. I guess I should just get back everything. No, I made a bad mistake. Oh no, so I can't use the Street Wraiths. Darn. Wasn't checking my life total. So I should not have double songed there. I should have just gone for it. Another Reaping. Cycle this. Okay, I have 10. We're gonna cycle. I'm trying to leave open the red mana so that I can play out the Ardent Elementalist for another Songs of the Damned. We found a Songs off the top. Cycle. Mantis Org, cycle. I think I'm gonna hold on to the Grim Search. So how many Lotus Petals have we used? 1, 2, 3. There's 1 petal left. Let's just see what happens here. Cycle. Cycle again. 19, 18 cards left. I don't have the Blood Celebrant. Alright. We'll cycle the healer. Draw the Vantasaur. We'll cycle the Vantasaur. So what's left that I'm targeting? I guess I'm just gonna let this all come back. We make like not that much mana, but it's okay. Play the Celebrant. Make white. Play the healer. Play the Elementalist. We grab the Songs. I can cycle down to 1 life, back to 2 life, then go Songs. I just have a plethora of everything right now. And get back my creatures. Hard to see. I have another Songs of the Damned in hand, so I think I'm going to cycle for a while and regain some life and then play out the Stingers. Let's cycle. Cycle again. 4 life. 5 life. Okay, we're just gaining some life. Trying to maximize on mana. Okay, cycle that one. Cycle a Carabid. Now I have enough to cycle a Street Wraith. And another Street Wraith gets cycled. Cycle Stinger. So now I have 6 cards left in my library. What do we have over here? Ball Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cycle that one. Street Wraith goes to the graveyard. Street Wraith goes to the graveyard. Don't think I have any more Fanaticals left. Let's cycle. I have to not... I do have the Fanatical. Okay. I'm trying to think if that makes any sense to do this, though. Probably not. I should probably just play out a couple of Stingers. Wasting some time here. Stinger. Cast a Stinger. And then we'll just try to kill them, I guess. Because we do have 1 Songs left. We'll cycle. I only have to cycle 10 times. Dark Ritual. Cycle. 1 card left in my library. It's a Lotus Petal. Then we can cycle a Vantasaur going to 0 in library. Turn off the auto yields. 0 in library. My last card is another Songs. Okay. So that makes it quite easy, actually. Put the Reaping's way over here. The excess stuff didn't matter. Okay. These are the cards that do matter right now. So turn off the auto yields again, just for safekeeping. We'll cycle a creature. We want to not resolve the cycling trigger. That allows me to just keep putting the other triggers on the stack without drawing the card. Zap you. Cast Songs of the Damned. Cast Songs of the Damned again. We'll reap in some graves. And our opponent scoops. We're 2-0. Let's go to round 3. Round 3, we are on the draw, but not keeping a no-lander. Sand has too many lands. That's probably fine. We can just put back a Vault of Whispers or the Great Furnace. Maybe the Great Furnace. Not like we really need the red. What's our opponent going to do? A little bit. Urza's Mine. Expedition map. Play Vault of Whispers and pass. Maybe they are playing Tron. Looks like yes, because they make a Swamp and the Prophetic Prism. But it could also be like Tron, which plays a lot of Graveyard Hate. Play Vault of Whispers. Do I want to play the Lotus Petal? I think I'm just going to pass here. So we are set up. We just need more creatures. I need to know what my opponent's doing and how much I should respect Graveyard Hate. They play Refurbished Familiar. So I will get rid of the Lotus Petal. What even are they doing? I shouldn't have, I should have been able to cycle there. Cycle a Street Wraith. And Grim Search. Do I want to bargain? 1, 2, 3. I think I pass on Stinger. Let's cycle the Stinger. I think I'm passing. I'm very surprised to see Refurbished Familiar in Tron. That is weird. They are cooking. Some spice. Another refurb? No, that wouldn't make any sense. The Fanatical away the Expedition map. Are they holding on to crop rotation? They could be holding on to crop rotation for a tout for Bajuka Bog. Plays a power plant. That's a little disconcerting. So I guess I just cycle here and hope that they don't wipe my graveyard right now. Play the Lotus Petal. They're going to... Maybe I'm just reading into it too hard. They have Viscer's Insight. I probably am reading into it too hard. Plays a Prophetic Prism. They draw a card. We're at 16. We have 1 Reaping the Graves. Just so nervous about the crop rotation. They get in for 2. Plays a Refurbished. I'm going to Fanatical Offering the Lotus Petal to draw 2. We have a second Reaping the Graves, so I will discard the Lotus Petal. If they have crop rotation now, it's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the graveyard. Plays a Swamp. I think I can get through a crop this turn. Let's go Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Make some mana. Grim Search. We bargain the Vault. We only have 4 cards in the graveyard. I'll take another Grim Search, I guess. Should I also take the Dark Ritual? Grim Search would put me to 3 mana. I think I have to take the Dark Ritual. 6 mana. We bargain. We sacrifice. Multiple Reapings. A Cabal Ritual. It's too many Reapings. I guess I'll take the Reaping. Go Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Cast Reaping the Graves, targeting Healer. And did I have the right read? Looks like they're just F6'd. So I was incorrect. We have not found any creatures though, that's a problem. Cycle. Cycle this Healer. Grim Search. So I could potentially see way more creatures this way. Let's bargain. Sacrifice the map. Too many things to see. We'll take the 2 Songs of the Damned. Cast Songs of the Damned. Then we'll start cycling some more. Cycle. I'm at 6 life. Cycle a Carabid. There's a Blood Celebrant. Cycle a Stinger. Do I have any creatures left that I've been cycling? Street Wraith goes to the graveyard. Stinger to the graveyard. It looks like we're going to get there. Stinger again. Now I have a lot more creatures. 9 creatures. Cast Songs of the Damned. Healer was my last card. Let's play the Blood Celebrant. Cycle this. Great Furnace, okay. Tap. Cycle the Healer. Cycle Street Wraith. Cycling Street Wraith puts me to 2 life. I've used all my songs. Cycle it. 2 life. I'll cycle a Healer. 11 creatures. Cycle. We found the Elementalist, so now I can Elementalist for the songs, and then Fanatical the Elementalist, which is big game. Get back the Songs of the Damned. Cast the Songs of the Damned. Fanatical Offering. Sacrifice the Elementalist. Cabal Ritual. And then we will Reap in the Graves. Target the Elementalist. Actually, I should probably Songs right now. And then Reaping everything back. I guess there's some concern of a Weather the Storm here. I have to play out the Healer. And then cycle a creature. Go to 2 life. Then I can make a red. Play the Stinger. And then cycle a creature. They take it. I'll make a red. Play another Stinger. And then cycle a creature. They're just taking it. So I guess I was just worried about nothing. But that is a fine place to be, I think. Play another Stinger. Should be able to take it down. Cycle. Yeah, I was just so concerned, but we didn't need to be. We're zapping. It's combo time. Let's do it. Cycle a Healer. I only need to cycle 4 more times. Cycle a Horror. Cycle... I guess I could... Fanatical... No, I don't have our Elementalist in play. Cycle. No need to be fancy. Cycle. We got him. So I think we need the Siege Smashes. But I'm not sure what I can bring out. I wonder if the Fanatical Offering stuff is like not very useful anymore. here. So, but the Elementalist is so good. I enjoy that a lot. I'm gonna just trim here and submit. Usually I would trim down to 20 cyclers post board regardless. So it seems like having 20 in the main deck has been fine. This one is fine, I guess. Not great. Our opponent mulligans to 6. Plays an expedition map. Let's play a land and pass the turn. They play a swamp. We do know they're on the, like, let's cycle a Carabid. I think I play a land here. Refurb is annoying, but it's fine. They Fanatical Offering away the map. And then the Eviscer's Insight, sacrificing their map token. So they sacked a map, and then they sacked another map. But there were 2 different maps. Okay, they play a blue land. That's a weird one. I'll cycle. And cycle. And cycle. I have to put the pedal into play. Maybe they have... So the problem is I can't actually try to go for the Reaping here. But I'm fully set up if I can get a chance. I'm worried they'll try to nuke my graveyard right now. 2 mana, blue and colorless. They play a Cryogen Relic. Interesting. It's like Dimir Tron. Holding open just black mana. So I could probably try to win. Oh, they play a blue land. No! Counterspells from the opponent. We only saw black lands last time. I'll cycle a Carabid. We'll cycle a healer. Guess I just play out this pedal. I'll pass the turn. They crack the Cryogen to draw a card. So right now, Refurbished Familiar costs them 4 mana. Play a Crystal Grotto. Navigator's Compass to gain a life. Okay, so they have lots of colors. Expedition map. Wonder how many counterspells they can cast right now. Maybe they have like Unwind. I will cycle the Stinger. Cycle the Street Wraith. Play the Vault. I want to get to a point where I can bargain away my Vault Whispers. They play Energy Refractor. Looking for other Tron lands, I guess. Plays Refurbished Familiar. Let's cycle the Barrenmoor. I think I'm going to discard this Seed Smash. And the Great Furnace. Let's attempt to Grim Search, bargain the Vault Whispers, and see what they do. They just were F6'd. Take Fanatical Offering, Songs of the Damned. Go Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Try Ardent Elementalist. Return the Grim Search. Try Cabal Ritual. That's fine for them. We will bargain. Sacrifice the Great Furnace. There's a Reaping. Okay. We'll go Songs of the Damned. Now they have a counterspell. Prohibit. So I can't do anything about that because I don't have Pyroblast. Just let that resolve. Then we Songs of the Damned. Then we Fanatical Offering. Sacrifice the Ardent Elementalist. Cycle. Cycle again. Another Songs. Well, that was pretty good. Combo time. Blast this map token. We will take Storm's 11. Take Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal. Storm is 12. Storm is 13. Storm is 14. We can almost get everything back. Grab the Ardent Elementalist. And then let's get everything. I guess we don't need the Blood Celebrant. Maybe we do. Just, I think this one through. I'll take the Celerant. Stinger, Carabid, Stinger, Healer. I'll just leave the Vantisor on the bottom. Play out a Healer. Play out a Stinger. Play the Celebrant. Take red. Play a Stinger. Red. GG's opponent. Alright, we'll see you in the next round. Round 4, we're on the play. We have a no lander, so let's mull. And again. Okay, our third mulligan gives us a keepable hand. We'll get rid of Barrenmoor. I think the Dark Ritual. So my plan revolves around finding my third land, hitting the Grim Search, and then going off from there. So like turn 4. Our opponent's also mulligan to 5, which is why I said 5 there. Draw Forge Bridge. So probably Wildfire, I imagine. Maybe Affinity. We find another land. I'll pass a turn. See the sign on for the opponent. So they are on Affinity. Plays Refurbished Familiar. I'm going to cycle a Stinger off the top. We have a Fanatical Offering. So I think I'm going to get rid of the Elementalist. Maybe it should have been the land. Let's play the Great Furnace and pass the turn. 4 creatures in the graveyard. Our opponent attacks in for 2. They play a Blood Fountain. And a Silver Bluff Bridge. And a Mirrored Forcer. So they are pressuring me. I'll cycle. Cycle Carabid. Find Cabal Ritual. We have 6 in the graveyard. Can't currently use it. Now I can cycle the healer and then I can Cabal Ritual. I'm not sure if I want to try to go for it though. I think I'm going to pass the turn. They have 6 damage to put me to 10. Then I'll have to worry about Galvanic Blast. Maybe I should have just gone for it. I think I have time. Brian Cook told me to wait. Wait. Make it in for 4 or 6. I'll go to 10. They refurbished. I will Fanatical Offering my Great Furnace. And then I guess I'm discarding the Celebrant. I'm hoping they'll tap their red land. They are going to discarding See the Synod. 2 cards in hand. Plays a land. We'll cycle. I have to stay above 4 life. Cycle Vantasaur. I find Reaping the Graves. So now I just need the Songs of the Damned. We find a Grim Search. So Cabal Ritual. The Great Furnace isn't really doing anything for me. Bargain. Sacrifice a Great Furnace. Take the Dark Ritual. Well, Dark Ritual. I guess, can I afford to play around the Galvanic Blast? It seems like they have it in their hand. Can I afford to play around it? I don't think so. We haven't played a land. So maybe I can Fanatical here. We didn't find it. So now I have to just Grim Search, hope they don't have the Galvanic, and I have to find the Songs of the Damned here. Songs, Petal. We go to 4. Cast Songs of the Damned. So here's their opportunity. They didn't do anything. We'll cycle. Play Lotus Petal. Gonna Reap in the Graves. We will get back Blood Celebrant and Elementalist and Healer. And then a couple of creatures. I guess the Street Wraiths. 1 Street Wraith. I'll go red. Play the Elementalist. Grab the Songs of the Damned. Play Celebrant. Go white. Play Healer. And I'm going to start cycling. In case they just didn't Galvanic Blast me for some reason. But it seems like they don't have it. Cycle again. Okay. 5 life. I'm alive. 6 life. Cycle to 7 life. I have a Dark Ritual. So now I can Dark Ritual and Fanatical Offering. Sacrifice the Elementalist. Get that bad boy back in the graveyard. Let's cycle the Vantasaur. Cycle a Street Wraith. I go to 5 life. Cast Songs of the Damned. Cycle Stinger. Cycle a Baronmoor. 7 life. Now I can bargain. Sacrifice. Find Reaping and Songs. So I think that's good. And take both of those. Any order here. And then we'll cycle some more, trying to find some more creatures. It always feels so sketchy. Like, yeah, it's combo time, but did we actually feel like we were going to get there? Not really. I think I'm going to Reaping first. Getting back the Elementals on the bottom. And then we'll put like 4 creatures on top. Vantasaur, 1. Okay, and then the Street Wraiths. Then go up the chain. Hopefully I collected all the things. Cycle of Vantasaur. 7 life. Dark Ritual's good because it keeps me rolling. Just trying to get as much out of this Songs of the Damned as possible. Cycle the Carabid. 9 life. Healer puts me to 10 life. Another healer. Okay. Maybe I put the Street Wraiths too deep in my hand. Let's cycle. Another Grim Search. Cycle a Carabid. Petal. There's a Street Wraith. Okay, cycle it. I'm gonna just cycle the Street Wraiths here. Street Wraith. Another one. We found a Songs of the Damned off the top, so we're good. Don't have to min-max everything anymore. Black. Cabal Ritual. Cycle. I have as many creatures in the graveyard as possible at this moment. Another Songs of the Damned. Got a lot more stingers coming back, so let's cycle here. Next one's a Vantasaur. I can cycle the Vantasaur. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just go songs, songs, songs. Get everything back. Play out the Lotus Petal. Turn off the auto yields. Play out my Stinger. Another Stinger. And then the Elementalist. I have all the mana in the world. 57 mana. We'll get back the songs. And then turn off the auto yields. I'll cycle one creature. What's my last card in my deck? I don't remember. I don't remember even if I mulliganed. Been having a good time. 0 in library. Okay, Dark Ritual. Turn off the auto yields again, just in case. We only have to cycle 9 times. So we put these on the stack. Cycle again. I have 2 Reapings in hand. This has just been kind of going nuts. We're reaping. Get everything back. Leaving the cycle triggers on the stack. Now the important thing here is you do not want to do the reaping trick. You do not want to cycle with the reapings on the stack, because if you do, you'll kill yourself. You need to resolve all the reaping copies and then start cycling again. Okay, last reaping copy, we'll say okay. And then I'm just going to do things to make it a little bit more organized. So I will cycle the Street Wraiths first, because I like to do that. They're easy, you don't have to collect the mana. 4 Street Wraiths, opponents at 6. I'll cycle the Horror of the Broken Lands. Don't have to click the mana. And then I like to just keep them in piles. So I think I'll cycle the Carabids. Pop. And another one. Got him. Okay, we win the game. We could not have beaten a Galvanic Blast there, and they didn't have it. So that was lucky for me. I think we definitely want the Siege Smash. I have 3 of those. And then, what am I going to cut, though? It's so sketchy. Let's just trim on the draw spells and a Cabal Ritual. They're a mid-range deck. There should be time, I hope. Okay, game 2. Our hand looks pretty solid. Let's keep it. I mean, I can Siege Smash a couple of times. Hopefully I draw a land. Play Mistvault Bridge. I can't smash that. Siege Smash has split second, destroy artifact, or it gives a creature +3/+2 and trample. So you can play out your Horror of the Broken Lands and then go in for lethal with a trampling bad boy. Nice, we can cycle 3 creatures here since I have the Street Wraith. Take a Wellspring. And draw us a card after playing a Vault of Whispers, of course. Cycle Vantasaur. If I don't draw... Okay, we drew Songs of the Damned. Since Street Wraiths are free, we can wait on it. I'll cycle Healer. But I want to draw land. Cycle the Street Wraith. Street Wraiths, I think, are the best card, best cycler in the deck. Another Street Wraith. We found the Vault of Whispers. Okay, now I can pass. 5 creatures in the graveyard. We have the Reaping. We could maybe go for a turn 3. They play a Blood Fountain. Silver Bluff Bridge. Plays Nile Spellbomb. And a Mirror Enforcer. So I'm not going to do anything here. I'm just going to blow up the Spellbomb. Okay, Spellbomb down. They cannot respond. Split second. If I'd had 1 more black mana, I probably would have tried to force through the Spellbomb. Like on Dark Ritual into Siege Smash, into Songs of the Damned. And try to win. Being in 14 is pretty sketchy at this moment because we're going to go to 10. They have another Nile Spellbomb. They could just crack it right away. They attack for 4. Sort of worried about like a negate as well. The rest would be bad. They have 2 mana. They have Reckoner's Bargain, sacrificing the Wellspring. They gain 2 life and draw 3 cards. I feel like I have to win this turn. They're currently tapped out after playing a Thoughtcast. Plays Vault of Whispers and a Refurb. So we don't need the Siege Smash anymore. We'll go Dark Ritual. Cycle. I'm leaving open the red mana for a second. Another Dark Ritual is pretty good because I'm trying to add Storm Count. I'll cycle. Fanatical does add Storm Count. Cycle the Healer. Dark Ritual again. Okay. Cycle Stinger. Like if I find the Ardent Elementalist, I'd rather Fanatical the Elementalist. Cycle another Stinger. I have a Lotus Petal. Play the Lotus Petal. Now I can Fanatical sacrificing a land. Yeah, excuse me. We have 10 creatures. I think it makes sense to Cabal Ritual using our Petal and then Bargain. Trying to get as much into the graveyard as possible. Storm is 7. So I can Grim Search Vault of Whispers, or I want the Grim Search for sure. And then maybe I want the Lotus Petal. 10 creatures in the graveyard right now. Or I could just take Cabal Ritual, Lotus Petal. That gives me enough Storm to get everything back. Okay, that's the plan. We go Lotus Petal, Cabal Ritual. Storm is 9. We're about to draw some cards. We have multiple Street Wraiths, so I can only cycle 3 Street Wraiths. I actually have the Lotus Petal though, for the healer, so I think I should just Songs of the Damned and then get everything back and play the healer out. I have so many Street Wraiths. Everything came back to my hand. Play the healer. And start cycling. We only have 10 mana right now. Dark Ritual is good. Cycle and cycle. Go to 5 life. Dark Ritual again. Then we'll start paying mana for cycles. Find a Baronmoor. Cycle Carabid. Find Songs of the Damned. Okay. So now I just have to find colored sources. We find a Great Furnace. Have it for mana. Cycle a healer. Cycle a stinger. Cycle a stinger. We find a Street Wraith off the top. One of the best cards in the deck. Like I said before. We'll cycle a Vantasaur. And we're just like chugging along here. Easy. Cycle this Horror. 3 mana left. Or 3 black mana. I'll cycle. Cycle again. Okay, Songs of the Damned. I'm trying to keep digging. Might find the Elementalist. Let's go Blood Celebrant for Storm count. Lotus Petal. And then I guess we just win. Cast Songs of the Damned. Get our stuff back. And then get the creatures. I think we should be able to find enough cyclers off the top. Make red. Cast a stinger. Cast another stinger. Make another red. I think I have another stinger in there. Yup. Stinger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30 damage. One of it is dead though. We can still kind of F6 because they're tapped out. Makes it so much easier for me. On another Siege Smash off the top. So Siege Smash there was quite good. Very, very, very good. They got a 10 life. 7 life. I know Bryant likes to kill people with the Baronmoor, so I'm going to try to do that. We cycle. This puts you to 1 life. And we'll cycle the Baronmoor. Just for flex. We're 4-0. I'll see you in round 5. Round 5. Let's go. See if we can get it done. We have 1. No lands. 0 lands. It's going to be a mulligan. We got some good stuff here. Let's keep. Put back the Baronmoor. Pretty solid opener with lands and cyclers. Our opponent's on red-black Madness Burn. So it has been something that's been problematic for me in the past because they've got random Bajuka Bogs and stuff that can just get you. I tried playing something like, we want to bring in the Seed Smashes post board, basically, and maybe the Ploy. I tried bringing in Gilded Light to stop them, but I found having the white mana was tough. They play Rakdos Carnarium and they pick up their ping land. We'll cycle. On a Street Wraith. Great Furnace pass the turn. I don't think there's anything they can do to interact with my lands right now, so I'm just going to yield until the next end step again. Let them do their thing. They ping me. We're at 18. Looks like a Vampire's Kiss. We go to 16. I'll cycle and cycle the Horror because it costs only black mana. We find a healer. I mean, we find the Reap in the Graves. So, I mean, I have the stuff to go off now. I feel like I should wait one more turn, though. Let's cycle this healer looking for a land. Cycle Street Wraith. It's a little sketchy to cycle the Street Wraith there. Cycle the Stinger. I'm at 14. If they have a Bajuka Bog, it's going to suck. I have 6 creatures in the graveyard. Double Petal. I'm going for it. Petal. Petal. Dark Ritual. Fanatical. Sacrifice the land. Play a Petal. Never didn't have it. Songs of the Damned. Fanatical again. Sacrifice the land. Plenty of bargainable targets. Let's cycle this healer. Another Songs of the Damned, huh? Well, we can get back everything right now, so let's do that. Actually, I can Songs into healer. Okay, Songs of the Damned. Get back everything. Maybe that was a little bit inefficient, but I feel like I can just draw into my elementalist and everything will be fine. Lay out the healer, cycle the Street Wraith, because I have that other songs in hand. We're cycling. Grim Search. Let's cycle the ones in hand first. Cycle. 5 creatures in the graveyard, 6 creatures in the graveyard. Blood Celebrant we found, that's good. Can use my floating colored mana. I'll cycle again. Now I can pedal, and I have enough mana, black floating, to bargain. 8 creatures in the graveyard. I'll take the mana, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, any order. 2 creatures go to the graveyard, we have 10 now. We can Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Grim Search, sacrifice this map that I created with the Fanatical. I will take Reap in the Graves, and do I want to take the other Grim Search? So the options are the Grim Search or the Dark Ritual, or just neither. I'll get a little bit deeper. I only have 10 mana, 27 cards left in the deck. This is a tough situation. We've used 1, 2 Dark Rituals, 1 Cabal Ritual. I think I have 2 of those left. I'm going to take the Grim Search. Maybe it's greedy. I'm going to undo. I'm just going to take Reap in the Graves and Dark Ritual, because I'm a little bit nervous about the mana cycle. I only have 3 mana floating. Dark Ritual and Songs of the Damned. Reaping. Return our stuff. We will return Vantasaur first. We've used 1, 2, 3 songs. Street Wraith, Stinger. Don't think I have enough to go off. Oops, I accidentally returned everything to my hand because I was F6'd. Not good. Cycle. We're looking for mana. So if I find the Elementalist, that would be mana, that would be acceptable. Dark Ritual we have, okay. Cycle. Elementalist into Fanatical, the Elementalist would be good. Okay, we found Cabal Ritual and a Dark Ritual. Cycle. We're gaining life. There's the Elementalist. So Cabal, play the Blood Celebrant, red, Elementalist. Get back the songs. Cycle. I think it's better to use the mana here, cycling the creatures and finding more cards, than it is to sacrifice the Elementalist at that point. But we're getting close to the point where we could sacrifice the Elementalist, maybe. We're cycling. Sweet. I forgot. I was just like so concerned with trying to win. I forgot that I was super duper winning. Cycle. We're 20 life. We will cycle. I guess I can cycle here. It was about the same. I wanted to Fanatical the Elementalist. And then cast Songs of the Damned. Cycle some more. We're cycling. Just going to get to the bottom of the deck. Cycle this one. 1 card left in the deck. Go to 0 in deck. Okay, turn off all my auto yields. Cast Songs of the Damned. Reap in the Graves. We're going to get back the Elementalist first. And then everything else. All the creatures come back to hand. Now I want to turn off the auto yields after this happens. Definitely do not want to mess up. We can make 5 red mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elementalist. Grab the songs. I think I have a Reaping in hand. Yes. We grab the songs. We're not going to crack that guy anymore. We play out the Stinger. Another Stinger. Another Stinger. I'm blasting. Pew pew pew. Okay. Cycle a Street Wraith. Zap. Nice turn 3 win here in game 1. I love how long this is taking for us. It's like a very long league when it's not a lot of turns. Not a lot of turns. You're getting zapped. What's it? 5, 6 creatures that we have to cycle. Another 4 to you. Didn't even need to do all this fancy stuff, but I like having the XS. Like there's no kill like overkill. Zap you. On the sideboarding. We know that life gain is good, so ploy could be good. We know we want the Siege Smashes. We're considering just cutting a Grim Search and a Cabal Ritual And a Fanatical again. So we went up essentially 2 card draw spells. I'll see if that'll work for me. Game 2, we have to mulligan and no lander. What's happening here? I think I keep and get rid of the Cabal Ritual, which is a little sketchy, but I think the Elementalist is worth more in my hand than the Cabal Ritual. I have a Jagged Barrens. Great Furnace, pass the turn. They play a Snow-Covered Swamp. Grab the prize, discarding Sneaky Snacker. That's a good turn for them. Turn 2, get Snacker into play, deal me 2 damage. Why is this not cycling? There we go. We need a land. Snacker has returned. Okay, I will cycle a Carabid again. I'm looking for a land. Did not find a land. Pass the turn. They play Razortrap Gorge. I'm worried they're going to blow up my land. They blew up my land. Alright, I will attempt to draw land. Cycle. Another Lotus Petal. Cycle again. Alright, I think I'm going to go to the next game if I don't find... I guess I would need a land and then cycle and hit a Songs of the Damned. So it's not looking very good. They Faithless Looting. Maybe I could get rid of 2 Fanaticals and maybe just the Elementalist is like a one-time thing. It's so good if you use it over and over though. They discard Sneaky Snacker with a Faithless Looting. Vampire Skits puts me to 13. I mean, there's maybe a draw that could get me out of this. Find a Barrenmoor. That is a land they can't kill. So I have to top deck Songs of the Damned, or maybe like Dark Ritual, Cycle Songs. That would be the best case scenario. So, because Songs of the Damned doesn't even get me there very much. I'm kind of bored. I'm going to go to the next game. I don't think I'm going to win. Let's look at the top of my deck. We were close. What would have happened? Petal, Cycle. We would have been out of mana. Okay. So it seems like we need the mana. Let's bring back in the Grim Search. Although, it feels like they're going to go after my lands, so I get rid of this ploy. No ploys for me. I think I'm going to not bring in the Siege Matches. I'm just going to go full in. Everything just like game 1. All gas, no brakes. I'm on the play. Buh. Let's mulligan. Okay, this hand does things. We have to put back Fanatical or Grim Search. I guess it's probably the Fanatical. So Grim Search is just so much more value. Our opponent has kept 7. Back Fanatical. Your turn. So they definitely could just play out Nile Spellbomb and I'd be dead. Play through a Nile Spellbomb. It's a little risky. Recycle. So turn 1 doing nothing, basically just drawing 1 card. And that's sort of why I feel like just going up on cyclers doesn't really accomplish anything. Okay, Sneaky Snacker. Need a creature. We need a land, I mean. No creatures. There's a land. Pass. So now if they decide to blow up my land, I can Dark Ritual and Grim Search it away into doing another cycle. They attack for 2. What is your play? Goes after the land. Dark Ritual. Bargain. We want Songs of the Damned, Reaping. We find Reaping. Don't think I can take the second one though. Find Cabal Ritual. Let's cycle. Another Cabal Ritual. No, the Bajuka Bog. Every time. Cycle the Healer. Pass the turn. That was sad. So how many creatures did I lose? 1, 2, 3, 1. I guess only 3 creatures isn't terrible. But my graveyard was pretty stocked, and that was the important thing. They've got a Highway Robbery. Choosing discard. Discard and gets a Snacker back. I'd have to draw land, I think. They get in for 2. I mean, I'm at 12. I have to win either this or next turn minimum. As Razortrap Gorge comes into play untapped because I'm at 12. I got a 10. I think I'm dead if I don't win. Is there any way that I can get through this? I think I just have to cycle a creature, find a land. This is 6. Cast Lotus Petal. We Cabal Ritual. 4 in the great. Then what do? I cycle. I could I could Cabal Ritual again, and then Grim Search, hoping to find creatures and songs. So Cabal Ritual, bargain. I mean, this is probably my only out, is to find Songs of the Damned and some creatures. Okay, I take the Lotus Petal. Cycle. Didn't get there. Well, it was a good run. This specific deck has been giving a lot of problems. They discard a Snacker. They're on a Faithless Looting. Snacker will return. Double Bolt and I'm dead. With a very small amount of creatures, this has wrecked us, but I would have probably sided down to 20 anyway in this matchup, so it's like, not sure. Looks like my opponent does not have lethal, which means that I probably could have had one more turn to live, but I felt like the odds were good that I didn't have a turn to live. This card's a land. Yeah, I could have maybe been able to get there if I just waited. It's like, what's the odds that you actually live through that though? We're at 4 life. Would have had a lot more mana. Oh, never mind, I'm probably just dead. I have 2 lands. There's Epicure. And a Lightning Bolt. So I was, oh no, another Epicure. I'm at 2 life. My Songs of the Damned is pretty poor. Petal songs. Get back 3 creatures. Like, that's just bad. We'll see ya. So, what did I think about this deck? I felt like having more card draw, I liked a lot. Personally, big fan. We had some issues, and I don't know exactly what the problems were. So if you saw some things that I did that maybe didn't make sense to you, or you feel like you would fix, let me know. I enjoyed it. I thought we were going to maybe get the 5-0, but just missed it at the very end. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video.